Hey guys, we're back in our Feed the Beast Unleashed world, and I've got some things prepped for today, as you can see right there. So yeah, I actually am quite prepared this episode for once. I got everything I think we'll need laid out in this chest right here. And what we're building today is going to go right here. I've done some of the prep work. So, what I want to do is I need to start looking at getting some power. So for now I've got a generator hooked to a bat box, and I've been using this coal coke to power it, which can do 16k EU at 10 EU per tick in a generator. Now that's fine and dandy, but it takes a really long time to get coal coke. What I've also got though is this nice tier 5 blaze soul shard. And from those, I can farm those and get blaze rods. Now these only produce 6k EU per tick in a generator. However, I can get a heck of a lot more of those a whole lot faster than I can coal coke. So I can just kind of scale our operation, kind of account for that. Now, is this blaze rod for power plan going to work throughout our whole time in Feed the Beast? No, probably not. Probably have to come up with something better eventually. But that's okay. For now, for a starting power source, this should work out really, really well. So I've got everything that we should need here. So let's go ahead and start working on this. So let me grab some stuff here. So we got these wireless receivers and transmitters here. And let me just real quickly show you how these work, because they're kind of cool. I'm sure a lot of you are probably already familiar with this, but in case you're not, and let's grab a piece of some redstone for demonstration purposes here. So, I've got here a wireless transmitter and a wireless receiver. Now these are cool because I can set them to their own frequency. Right now they're both set to 0. And if I turn power onto this transmitter, this receiver should receive it. Do I have to have it on something other than 0? Yeah, okay. So I just can't have them both set to 0. So, as you can see, I can transmit a redstone pulse without any kind of wire. So that's what those are for. And with these tier 5 soul shard cages, they will actually respond to a redstone signal. If they have a redstone signal turned on, it will turn off the spawner. So it's a little bit backwards than what you might think. When the signal's on, the spawner is off. And actually, let's go this side with it so it's more hidden. So what I'm going to do is I got these stone brick covers. These are really nice. And on that, I am going to take my receiver, plop it down, and we'll just set the frequency to 1, and we're going to name this frequency Blaze Farm. Alright, so there we go. This is now the Blaze Farm receiver. And let's go ahead and just encase that in there, get it all nice and hidden. And off of that, we are going to put our soul cage. Alright. Now what we need is the master control switch for this. Now I think this wall here is going to be a series of master controls for everything. So a master control panel, if you will. So I'm just going to set up a switch for the Blaze Farm right here. And we're going to go ahead and turn that on. And if all went well here, that should be powered. It is not. How come? What did we do wrong? Let's see. Is this receiving power? It is not. Huh. Oh, I've got these backwards, that's why. Derp. I put the receiver where the transmitter should be and vice versa. It's kind of a dumb mistake. Okay, try this again. Set this to be the Blaze Farm. Put our soul cage back on there. Alright. Then we'll go back up here. And put our receiver, or our transmitter rather. Okay, and set it to Blaze Farm frequency. So now, is it on? Yes, we've got power. So if I put this in here, no blaze should spawn. Okay, it looks like we're good. Now the other thing I want to point out is, some of you may be worried about this room being built out of wood. It shouldn't matter because the blaze should never see me, so they should never aggro. Hence, they should never fire, and this should be okay. Now the next step here, oops, get up here, is we want a way to push the blaze along. And we're going to use these conveyors. And let's just look these up here. They're pretty easy to make. Just some iron, redstone, and rubber along the top. And then I went ahead and made this white colored conveyors just because I could. And these are pretty cool. When you lay them down, oops, that's backwards. When you lay them down, if you stand on it, it pushes you. So I can put conveyor belts all along here, and they will actually push items and or mobs. And we'll talk about what will be down there in a little bit. Oops. Oops. Ah. So I keep getting caught on the thing. So we're going to lay down these conveyor belts like so. And then down at the bottom, we're going to have lines of these turtles. So they're going to be raiding there, and the blaze will be pushed on top of these turtles. And then the turtles are going to have a program. I'll just make a quick one real fast. That will look something like this. While true, do. And it'll be something like turtle.attack. And then sleep. And so this will just continuously attack anything that lands on it. And we will title this program on the actual turtle startup, because then it will automatically run anytime these turtles are loaded. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up that little bit that I just explained, and I'll get right back with you guys. So I just want to mention real fast that the syntax I showed you for the program we're going to be doing at the start here was a little bit wrong. I was thinking of the wrong programming language here, so I'll just write this one real fast. While true, do, and then I showed you putting the colon in there. That's not part of the Lua language, so I was mistaken there. My bad. I don't use Lua really ever. I'm more of a C, C++, and Java type of guy, so Lua's not quite my thing. But that's okay. There we go. So now it's correct, and if anything touches it, as you can see, it attacks you. So I just want to point that out real fast. So I'm going to finish up the rest of these turtles, and I'll be back with you guys. Alright, so all the turtles are now programmed and should attack any mob that lands on them. So at this point, the blaze farm itself, for the purpose of collecting blaze rods, should work just fine. Now I have not set up a way to automatically pull the blaze rods out of the turtles or anything yet. I will eventually, but a little short on the resources I need to do that at the moment. But as you notice, I have this little notch cut out here. And there is actually a reason for that. And that is because I want to be able to collect XP from this farm. So, to do that, I'm going to put a water stream in here. And I'm hoping that it will push the XP enough for me to be able to collect it. Let's see if I can do this without dying. Oh crap. That's what... Yep, those things are lethal, as you can see. Why is the jetpack sound still playing? It's a little weird. Okay. And of course I can't access those. So that was a fail. Hopefully that's enough durability to do what I need to do. I'm not entirely sure why the jetpack sound is still playing. Okay, let's just try to access the underside of these. Okay, that should be good. There's the majority of my stuff. Okay. Was I accessing that one? Yeah. Grab those. So I'm missing my jetpack. All the stuff laying up there. Nope, that didn't work to grab it. Oh crap. I should have put the water streams in here before I programmed these, I guess. Okay, so it's going to be about impossible for me to do this without dying again. So let's just put this stuff all away. Jump down there. Hopefully grab some of my stuff before I die. Nope, that's not where I wanted the water. And by grabbing it, I'm hoping the turtles picked it back up. This could end up being a challenge. So some of my stuff fell down here, good. Oops, massive lag. So there's some of my stuff, that's good. Still not the jetpack, though. How do I terminate these? I know there's a way. Give me 1 second. Alright, so if I do Control T on these, it's supposed to terminate the program, but it's not. So, that's an issue. Let's see here. Control T was supposed to terminate. Did that help any? I'm not sure where the jetpack even is. Some more stuff. There's the jetpack. Jetpack sound is bugging out. So I think I collected everything. And it looks like the water stream is placed correctly. It does fall short, which I knew would happen. I'm hoping I'll still be able to collect the XP despite that, though. So we'll see what happens here. We'll fire this up and see what happens. Let's just climb up here. Let's grab all my stuff back. Oh, I combined my bow with that affinity bow I talked about last episode, by the way. Okay, I just put all the rest of this back in my inventory. Before we turn it on, let's of course make sure we seal that up. And if we flip this switch, okay, so blaze spawn. This water will also help damage the blaze, by the way. So they can see me. Okay, it is killing them, good. I can sort of grab the XP. Oh, that's not good. They can actually fit through that? Flip that off. How can they see me through that? Or get through that, I mean. I'm not sure how they're getting down there. So that's a massive problem there. So they could obviously see me, which is of course an issue. Oh, I've burned down a lot of this. Great. Fantastic. So this has been a lovely bit of fail. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that did not go so well. I really thought this was going to work, too. I really, really did. Do I have any wood on me? Which turtle did that fall into? Let's go ahead and at least close off the water's path here. Okay. Alright, so that didn't work out so well. I will point out that the wood would not be an issue if they hadn't gotten down here. They saw me because of the way I was peeking through, but that won't be an issue in the final version. Once everything's put together the way I want it put together, they won't be able to see me in aggro. So I'm not too concerned about that. But I'm not sure how they got down there in the first place. That I am a little concerned about. Because I honestly have no clue how they got down there. Because as far as I know, they shouldn't have been able to. So that's a little worrisome for sure. Do that. Do I have any logs? I do have some. Let's quickly repair this room. And think up a better plan here. I gotta replace these conveyors too. Luckily I had some extras. Alright. So that didn't go so well. Let's take a look down here. And how about this? Why don't we, at least for the time being, let's just forget about gathering XP. Let's not even worry about XP right now. Because I can always come up with... XP farms are easy. I can always build an XP farm with a mob that won't burn down my base. So let me also get rid of this. Okay. Because it's bugging me. Yeah, so we'll forget about the XP portion of the farm for now. Which means that there's no real reason to have this water here. Let's see if I can get it. Yep, cool. Alright. Get in there. Okay, let's put this glass back. Okay, I need glass. Put a sword where it's at the ready in case I need it. Alright, let's try this again. So this version should work, it should work better this time. Okay, so no one's glitching down through here. Okay, good. Shut that off. Let them finish dying out. Okay, so I eventually need to put in an automatic item collection here, and I will at some point, just not right now. So yeah, as you can see, from this run, we've already, from that short little time, I mean not even a full minute there that it was running, and look at this, we've already got a fair amount of blaze rods. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. So the next step would be to pull out a way to automatically, or get a way to automatically pull the blaze rods out. I would love a way to get this XP too, I'm not going to lie. For now, I'm going to grab this little bit of XP here. See, I mean, that's a lot of XP they're going to waste. Oops. Give me a few minutes here to see if I can't come up with something for some XP. I'll be back with you guys. Alright guys, it's actually a whole new day since I recorded the last segment, and I did a lot in that time. Mostly of Farmcraft, but we'll talk about that in a minute. I did work out this, for the most part. As you can see, I've done a lot here. There is no way to collect the XP right now, and that's because I could come up with a design that worked great for XP, but the amount of blaze rods we got suffered, and when I corrected it to where we would get a good amount of blaze rods, the XP suffered. So blaze rods is our primary concern at the moment, so that's what I've got it set up for. But I actually got a solution for the XP, which we'll talk about in a minute. But I first want to do one more thing to this. Well, let me explain what I've got here first. So I modified our turtle program here, and I've got to modify it just a tad bit more, but I'll do that off camera. So let me just show you what I've done. So let's edit the startup program. So as you can see, I am now checking for a redstone signal in the back, coming into the back of the turtle. And as long as there is not a redstone signal, it will attack. This means that if there is a redstone signal present, let's go ahead and put that back. There we go. If it does have a redstone signal present, this turtle will not attack. So when the farm is off, which means signal's on, these turtles do not attack. And then I have some pipes ran with some redstone engines on them to pump the items over here. All blaze rods go down, and anything else will go in here. I don't know if we'll get anything else off blaze. This is a safety precaution. If it turns out we don't need it, I can get rid of this diamond pipe and the chest here, but I'm not sure just yet. So there's just one more thing I want to do, and that is install this sound muffler, which I have not played with yet, but it supposedly will muffle the sound in here. Well, let's first of all try it without muffling the sound. Just spawn in some right. So this is what I need to modify the turtle program a little bit more. As you hear, this is really loud. When you turn the farm off, there can be some residual blaze. So I'm going to have to program in some kind of delay or something to take care of that. So you can kind of get the XP if you do this, but I've got a better solution that we'll talk about in a minute. And blaze rods will come down into that barrel. Now that was pretty loud, as you heard. So let's go in there and install this sound muffler. By the way, you can force wrench glass. And just so you can see, I can walk on these turtles, nothing happens when the farm is off. Okay, so where do I want to install the sound muffler? Maybe in there where I won't see it. I don't have an axe on me. Of course not. Can I? No. Right there, why not? You won't see this anyway. And these are really easy to make. I'll show you the recipe here in 1 second. Let's get out of here. Oop. Oop. Okay. So the sound muffler right here is just a note block surrounded by wool. So let's see if that helped. So yeah, I got a program in delay to the turtles for when it's shut off to fix that problem. So let's turn it back on. Yeah, it is quieter. It is definitely quieter. But anyway, when I was working on trying to solve the XP problem, and failing miserably at it, I might add, I was thinking, man, it sure would be nice if I could make the brains in a jar from Thaumcraft. So I went crazy with Thaumcraft, and I've done a ton of research here. And, by the way, I did unlock the brain in a jar. So I do want to make some of those and put in there at some point. But, yeah. Did a ton of Thaumcraft, and I've got a couple new toys here I want to play with. I did accidentally, I haven't played with these yet, but I am missing durability on the Sword of the Zephyr here. Because I accidentally did the block motion, and it puts a whirlwind around you. Which apparently will repel projectiles and also kind of force enemies away. We're going to go test this in a minute. I want this XP because I want to try to enchant the thing. There we go, for level 30. I want to throw an enchant on it. And by the way, I did a level 30 enchant on a pickaxe. Got a efficiency 4, fortune 3. So that's pretty darn good there. So let's throw an enchant on the Sword of the Zephyr and see what we get. crap. Just crap. Fire aspect. Okay, we're gonna have to wait till night most likely to find some mobs to try it on, so we'll come back up here in a moment. Man, I really want it to be night. I also got a wand of lightning and wand of fire, and I want to try them, but I can't do it at the moment. Let's see how many blaze rods we got in just a short amount of time here. Give you guys an idea of how well this is going to work. Look at that. We're already up to almost a stack, and we've barely been running. Let's go ahead and grab up some of this XP. I would like it to be nighttime now. I would go into like the Twilight Forest and test it, but I got a mining turtle running right now. Because I'm running low. I'm out of diamonds completely. So let's just, I'll show you that real fast. Maybe there'll be some mobs down here. I kind of doubt it though. Because the dark hole where there was a lot of mobs forming is now flooded. So yeah, mining turtle here. Might actually need to empty its chest. Let's see. Nope, not yet. How far down is it? Fairly far down. Let's see. Level 30. It's not bad. Not terrible. Let's see if we can find us a mob. Wand of the lightning intrigues me. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, that did a pretty good job. The wand of the lightning destroyed that creeper. I could use the wand of fire on here. Wand of fire, is that what it's called? Yeah, wand of fire. Anything right back here? No. Now, if I didn't want any mobs, they would be swarming all over the place. Seriously, not a single mob? Nothing. Ooh. A little bit of bad frames, pretty bad frames per second here. I wonder if that has something to do with my blaze farm. With all the XP building up. That could be. That could very well be. Well, actually, it's getting worse or better up here. Ooh, really choppy frames per second right now. Yeah, it's really bad right here. How much XP's in there? Ooh, a lot. Yeah, there's over 400 entities in there. Okay, let's shut this thing down. So that's going to be an issue. We're definitely going to have to put the brains in jars to get rid of that XP. And I got to break the redstone signal here to get the rest of the blaze killed. Again, I'm going to program in a delay or something so I don't have to do this. Okay, let's go in there and just see how much XP we get. Shall we? Oh, my frames per second's slightly back up, but still not great. Let's just see what we get here. I'm guessing a lot. Yeah. Let's just see how high up this goes. I'm guessing we'll get up past level 60. Well, probably not. Over level 50 at least, though. Of course, it's still going strong. Yeah, so this is actually going to work pretty efficiently for an XP farm. Well, oh, not quite to 50. Dang it, I was close in my guess. I was close. Okay, and yeah, with all that XP gone, my frames per second is back up to where it should be. It's back at 60 frames per second, and that's only because it's limited inside fraps. So, yeah. Okay, it's nighttime. Let's go find somebody to test this and the sword on. Any other time I come out here, there are mobs in here. Here we go. Where'd you go, skeleton? Okay, he's in the water now. fire's not going to do much to him. Okay. Good arrows. I'm just about completely out of arrows. Doesn't matter at the moment because I got the infinity bow, but I don't want to go too far from here because I don't want my turtle. So, oh yeah, I can blow mobs around with that. That's cool. So it's a decent sword. With some good enchants on it, it could be a really killer sword. So yeah, those are the things I've researched. I guess I can show you the other things I've done here real fast. Let's see, I've got, a lot researched here. So I'm not going to go over everything here, I'll just kind of scroll through. Just so you get an idea. This sounds intriguing, but I don't have the stuff to do it yet. The Wand of the Uprising. We got the Arcane Levitators, Infernal Furnace, and the Brains in the Jar are mainly what I wanted. And what I want to see is, do I have the stuff to build a Brain in the Jar? I do, I think. Let's see. If so, we'll make one on camera and see if this helps us any. A Zombie Brain. Okay. I know I got one of those. What else? We need one of these, I know. So we need glass panes and arcane wood block. Okay, so we need to make some arcane wood blocks, which we do like this. Okay, so there's our arcane wood blocks. And then we need some glass panes. I don't think I have enough, do I? Nope, one short. Dang it. Okay, that's okay. We'll make us another some more glass panes. Okay, and then the wood block there, okay. So it's one of those, two of those, one of those, and what else? Something else. A bucket of water. Okay. So in terms of iron, these will be fairly expensive, and I actually think I have to refill this crucible too, don't I? Yup. Let's do that real fast. Okay, so a bucket of water. And then the excuse me, the aspects we need are 8 of this animus. So, ooh, I don't have 8 animus, do I? Let's see. There's 4. 7. And the blue ones are really easy to find, so 8. Okay. So I need 8 of those. 8 malum. Which I can't remember what's in an 8 learning. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Now the evil, the malum, what was that in? Because I don't quite remember. Oh, those are in zombie brains. Okay, so I need 8 of them. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. So put these in, and I'm doing this in not the most efficient way. So I am releasing a bunch of bad stuff into the air by doing this, but that's okay. Oops. Pick that back up. Okay. And then, what was it? 8 of these? 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so if I come over here, 1 brain in a jar. Now where can I put this? Where can I put this? Potentially up here for now. This isn't the best spot in terms of ease of accessibility, but oh, I can stand up in here. Yeah, not exactly the best spot in ease of how accessible it is, but it'll do for a test for now. I'll probably end up moving this. And man, my frame rate is bad. So maybe it wasn't all the XP. So give me 1 second to just reboot this, feed the beast, and then we'll look and see how this does. Alright, so hopefully that fixes the frame rate for the last little bit of this episode. And I just realized by doing that I probably screwed up my mining turtle. Crap. Oh well. So let's turn this back on and see how this brain in a jar does. Yeah, my frame rate's still not doing great. My recording drive might be getting kind of full. So the XP should mostly go into that. It looks like they could see me in aggro with it there, though. So that's not good. Yeah, he's flamed. He's got flames around him, so they can definitely see me around that. So this isn't the best setup. But I'm basically just doing this to test. And as you can see, we already got 3 stacks of blaze rods in no time. So that's good. So let's go shut this thing off and see how this did. So let's go up here, turn it off at the master control. I really need to add in the delay to this so I don't have to break the redstone line every time I shut it down. With that piece of redstone. There it is. I end up with 2 pieces of redstone on me. I still hear a blaze. Why are you not dying? Why are my turtles not attacking? Hello? You should be attacking these guys. That's weird. Will they attack me if I go in there? Huh. Okay, let's investigate this real fast, because I can't think of any reason why they wouldn't be attacking the blaze. Yeah, they attacked me. Okay, so maybe they were aggroed and not quite floating down all the way? I don't know. I knew they were going to aggro by seeing me around these jars with them here. The main purpose of putting it here was just as a quick little test here. As you can see, we can tap it, get XP out of it. Okay, so that's probably what we'll do with that. So, I think we're pretty much out of time for this episode. So with that, I'm going to thank you guys for watching. Off camera, I am going to try my best to get this farm in the best state I possibly can. I may have to redo it a bit in order to get it to work perfectly for both XP and for the blaze rods. So when we come back next episode, this could be completely redone, but the concept of how it works will be pretty much the same. So that's what I'll do off camera. So I'll see you guys in the next episode.